Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Zen CSS Prep Smart. Dear audience, today we will study the first topic of sociology, sociability or the society of men. In this lecture, we will examine the definition of sociability, its characteristics, factors that influence sociability, its importance, and sociability versus extroversion. Before we begin, I request that you subscribe to my channel, press the like button and share my videos. This will encourage me to make more research-based videos for you. Before learning about sociability, we have to understand society, individuals, and their mutual relationships. Generally, society is a group of people who live together in the same place and follow shared rules, customs, and ways of life. These people help each other, work together, and form relationships like families, schools, businesses, and governments. Society includes everything people do together to live safely, learn, grow, and solve problems. In short, society is how people live and work together in an organized way. So, a society or a human society is a group of people involved with each other through persistent relations, or a large social grouping sharing the same geographical or social territory, typically subject to the same political authority and dominant cultural expectations. It means, firstly, that a society is made up of a group of people. Secondly, these people are connected in lasting ways called persistent relations like through family, friendship, work, or shared beliefs. Thirdly, they usually live in the same area like a country, city, or village, or belong to the same social space like an online community or religious group. Lastly, most of the time they follow the same government or rules called political authority and have similar cultural values like traditions, language, or religion. According to McIlvaine and Page, society is the web of social relationships. These sociologists are simply saying that society is not just a group of people. What truly makes a society is the relationships between people, like how they talk, work, help, or care for each other. These relationships are all connected like threads in a web. So, when people interact through friendship, family, school, work, or laws, they form a network of connections. This network, this web, is what they call society. The next sociologist, Wright, argued that society is not a group of people. It is the system of relationships that exist between the individuals of the group. It means that society is not just people. A group of people standing together is not a society by itself. What makes it a society is how those people are connected. Society is really about the relationships, connections, and interactions between those people, how they talk, work together, follow rules, care for each others, etc. Relationships create society. Things like friendship, family bonds, education system, governments, and culture are all examples of the system of relationships that hold society together. In short, society is not just people, it is the web of relationships between them. Without those connections, there is no true society. Sociology is the study of the development, structure, and functioning of human society. The 6 types of society in sociology are hunter-gatherer, agricultural pastoral, horticultural, industrial, and post-industrial. Individual. An individual is one single person who is separate from others. Each individual has their thoughts, feelings, choices, and identity. It is an important factor of society, and its importance in society is, firstly, building blocks of society. Society is made up of individuals. Without individuals, there is no society. Secondly, diversity of ideas and skills. Every individual brings unique talents, ideas, and experiences. This helps society grow and solve problems. Thirdly, social roles and responsibilities of individuals. Individuals take on different roles like teacher, doctor, leader, worker, parent, and help society function. Fourthly, driving change. Individuals can start movements, invent new things, or stand up for justice. Great changes often begin with one person. Lastly, maintaining culture and values. Individuals pass on traditions, language, and values from one generation to the next. In short, an individual is one person, and individuals are important because they shape, support, and improve society through their actions, ideas, and relationships. The relation between the individual and society. Society does not exist independently without individuals. The individual lives and acts within society, but society is nothing in spite of the combination of individuals for cooperation efforts. On the other hand, society exists to serve individuals, not the other way around. Human life and society almost go together. Man is biologically and psychologically equipped to live in a group in society. It means that society needs individuals to exist. Society is not a thing that exists on its own. It is made up of individuals. Without people, society would not exist. Individuals live and act within society. Each person lives in society, follows its rules, and interacts with others. But society itself is just the result of all these people working and living together. Society should help individuals. Society is meant to support people, to help them live better lives. People should not exist only to serve society. Human beings are made to live in groups. Humans are naturally built, biologically and psychologically, to live together. We need communication, relationships, and cooperation to be happy and healthy. In short, society is made up of individuals. It cannot exist without them. Society's purpose is to help individuals, not control them. Humans are naturally social and need society to live a full life. Society has become an essential condition for human life to arise and to continue. The relationship between the individual and society is ultimately one of the profound problems of social philosophy. So man depends on society. Man has lived in society for his existence and welfare. In almost all aspects of his life, he feels the need for society. In this way, society fulfills all his needs and provides security to him. It means that society is essential for human life. People cannot live properly without society. It gives them the support they need to survive and grow. The link between the individual and society is very deep. Philosophers have long studied how individuals and society are connected. It is a big, complex question. Humans depend on society. From the moment we are born, we rely on others, family, doctors, teachers, and many more. Society helps us to live, learn, and stay safe. Society helps in every part of life, whether it is education, health, work, or protection. Society meets almost all human needs. Society gives security. Laws, rules, and shared values protect individuals from danger and allow peaceful living. In short, human life depends on society. Society gives people what they need to live, grow, and feel safe. That is why the relationship between the individual and society is so important. Now, coming towards the original topic, sociability. We first have to define it. Various sociologists define sociability in various ways. One of the prominent sociologists, George Simmel, argued that sociability is a pure form of association in which individuals interact with their material interests and passions held in abeyance for the sake of the mutual enjoyment of each other's company. It means that sociability means simply enjoying being with others. It is a form of social interaction where people spend time together not because they want money, power, or gain something, but just because they enjoy each other's company. Material interest and passions are put aside. This means people pause their personal goals or desires like earning, competing, or showing off, to simply enjoy the moment and be with others. It is about mutual enjoyment. The focus is on friendship, connection, and togetherness, not on personal benefit or serious goals. In short, sociability is when people come together just to enjoy each other's company, putting aside personal interests or goals. It's the most natural and simple form of human connection. The concept of George Simmel is an ideal type of a specific sociological structure in which participants come together not for instrumental motives, but simply for the satisfaction of being with others. It means that George Simmel was a sociologist who studied how people interact in society. He talked about an ideal type of social relationship where people do not come together for a specific purpose like money, power, or work. These are called instrumental motives. Instead, they come together just because they enjoy each other's company. This type of social structure is based on pure sociability, relationships formed for friendship, bonding, and emotional connection, not personal gain. In short, according to George Simmel, the most genuine form of social life happens when people connect just to enjoy being together, not to get something out of it. According to Arvin Goffman's view, the realm of sociability is subject to outside pressures. He locates social interactions within the frame of an interaction order. In such order, there are established standards known to the individuals. For him, all social interactions are meaningful and express the complexities of social structures. It means that Goffman says sociability is influenced by outside pressures. When people interact socially, their behavior is not completely free. It is influenced by things like social rules, expectations, status, and norms. He introduces the idea of interaction order. This means that every social interaction, like a conversation, a greeting, or even body language, follows certain rules that people understand, even if they are unspoken. People know the standards. Everyone involved in a social situation usually knows what kind of behavior is expected, how to act politely, respectfully, or properly in a given setting. All interactions are meaningful. Even small, everyday interactions like smiling, shaking hands, or saying sorry reflect deeper social structures like power, culture, or class. In short, according to Irving Goffman, our social behavior is shaped by invisible rules called the interaction order, and even the smallest social actions reflect the complex structure of society. General definition: sociability refers to an individual's ability and tendency to interact, communicate, and form relationships with others. It is a core aspect of human behavior and social life, encompassing traits such as friendliness, openness, empathy, cooperation, and the desire to be part of social groups. Sociability today. With the creation and spread of the internet, a new type of public space has come into existence. Social cohesion reflects the willingness of members of a society to cooperate with each other to survive and prosper. The discipline of economics has also discovered sociability. The value that people receive from associating with their fellows has been given the name of rational goods, defined as local public goods which need to be co-produced to be enjoyed together. It means that the internet created a new kind of public space. In the past, people met in physical places like parks, markets, or town halls. Now, with the internet, we also meet and interact online in social media forums or online communities. This is a new kind of public space where people share ideas, form groups, and build relationships. Social cohesion means working together for the good of all. Social cohesion is the idea that a strong society depends on people being willing to cooperate with each other. When people help, trust, and support one another, the whole society becomes more stable, peaceful, and successful. Economics now studies sociability too. Economists are recognizing that relationship and human connections also have value. They are not just about money or goods. Rational goods are benefits we create and enjoy together. These are called rational goods, things like friendship, community safety, or shared knowledge. They are co produced, meaning we must work together to create them, and we can only enjoy them together, not alone. In short, the internet has created new ways for people to connect. Strong societies are built when people cooperate and support each other. Economists now see that human relationships have value too. These shared benefits are called rational goods. They must be created and enjoyed together. Characteristics of sociability. Firstly, interpersonal skills. Interpersonal skills are qualities of a sociable person, someone who is good at interacting with others. It includes strong communication skills. They can express their thoughts clearly and confidently. Good listening skills. They don't just talk, they also pay attention to what others are saying, which shows respect and builds trust. Engages in conversations. They actively take part in discussions and enjoy interacting with others, whether casually or seriously. Understands social cues. They notice things like tone of voice, body language, facial expressions, or polite signals which help them respond correctly, respond appropriately. They know how to react suitably depending on their situation, whether it is giving advice, showing sympathy, or making a joke at the right time. In short, a sociable person is someone good at talking and listening, notices social signals, and responds in a way that keeps conversations smooth and respectful. Interpersonal skills are traits you use to successfully interact with and communicate with others. These skills include teamwork, which means working together with a group of people to achieve a common goal. It involves cooperation, sharing ideas, helping each other, and using everyone's strength to succeed as a team. Responsibility, which means being trusted to do something and taking ownership of your actions, duties, or decisions. Dependability. Dependability means being someone that others can count on or trust to do things correctly and on time. Leadership. Leadership means the ability to guide, inspire, and support others to work together towards a common goal. Motivation. Motivation is what makes you want to do something. It is the inner drive that pushes you to work hard, reach goals, or keep going, even when things get tough. Flexibility. Flexibility means being able to adjust or change when things don't go as planned. It is the ability to adapt to new situations, ideas, or challenges without getting upset. Patience. Patience means staying calm and peaceful while waiting or when things are slow or difficult without getting angry or upset. Empathy means being able to understand how someone else feels and care about their emotions. Active listening. Active listening means fully paying attention to someone when they are speaking and showing that you understand and care about what they are saying. Empathy and emotional intelligence. Firstly, sociability enhances emotional understanding. When a person is sociable, meaning they frequently interact with others in a friendly and open manner, they are exposed to a wide range of emotional expressions, body language, and communication styles. Over time, this repeated social exposure helps them become better at reading nonverbal cues, detecting subtle emotions, and interpreting social situations accurately. This is sometimes referred to as emotional intelligence or empathy. Secondly, greater sensitivity in responses. As a result of this increased emotional understanding, A sociable person is more likely to respond to others with care, tact, and appropriateness. They learn to adapt their words, tones, and actions based on the emotional needs of the person they are interacting with. This kind of sensitive, attuned response makes others feel seen, heard, and valued. Thirdly, stronger interpersonal connections. When people feel understood and treated with sensitivity, they are more likely to trust and feel connected to the other person. This trust leads to deeper, more meaningful relationships. In other words, sociability acts as a foundation for building emotional closeness and stronger bonds between individuals. Emotional intelligence increases self awareness, which is the ability to recognize and understand your thoughts, emotions, behaviors, and how they affect yourself and others. It involves being conscious of your strengths, weaknesses, values, and motivations. It increases self confidence, which is the belief in your abilities, qualities, and judgment. It means trusting yourself to handle challenges, make decisions, and pursue goals without excessive doubt or fear of failure. It increases self control, which is the ability to manage your emotions, thoughts, and behaviors, especially in difficult or tempting situations. It means resisting impulses, staying focused, and making choices based on long term goals rather than immediate desires. It increases empathy, which is the ability to understand and share the feelings of another person. It means putting yourself in someone else's shoes, imagining how they feel and responding with care and compassion. It increases the ability of motivation, which is the inner drive or desire that pushes a person to take action, achieve goals, or complete tasks. It is what gives you the energy and determination to start something, keep going, and overcome obstacles. It also increases social competence, which is the ability to interact effectively, respectfully, and appropriately with others in different social situations. It includes skills like communication, empathy, cooperation, active listening, and conflict resolution, cooperation, and teamwork. Firstly, sociable people thrive in social environments. Sociable individuals are naturally comfortable interacting with others. They enjoy engaging in conversations, sharing ideas, and building relationships. Because of this, they tend to adapt easily to group settings where teamwork and communication are essential. Secondly, willingness to collaborate. Due to their people oriented nature, sociable individuals are often open to others' perspectives and willing to compromise. They listen actively, offer support, and help resolve conflicts. Their openness and cooperation attitude make them effective team players who foster a positive group dynamics. Thirdly, contribution to shared goals. Sociable people are often motivated by a sense of connection and community. This motivates them to contribute meaningfully to the group's objectives. Rather than working only for personal gain, they value the success of the team as a whole and are more likely to offer ideas, take on responsibilities, and encourage others. Some of the characteristics of good teamwork include: in effective teamwork, there are clear and logical objectives. In effective teamwork, everyone clearly understands their role and objectives. Tasks are delegated to people with the right skills in effective teamwork. Different people are taking part in effective teamwork, so various people are used according to their skills. In effective teamwork, a positive attitude is taken to and learning from setbacks. Members in effective teamwork coordinate and accept responsibilities. Members in effective teamwork are comfortable with disagreements and see it as useful. The members of effective teamwork listen to others and give constructive feedback if needed. The members of effective teamwork are supportive and often use humor, therefore, they create an informal group atmosphere. The members of effective teamwork are enthusiastic and take risks to make things happen. Positive attitude. People often exhibit a friendly demeanor, optimism, and approachability, which makes others feel comfortable around them. Sociable people are usually warm, positive, and easy to talk to. Because of these traits, others feel relaxed and comfortable in their presence, making it easier to connect and communicate with them. The importance of having a positive attitude increases self belief, motivates, manages emotions, and helps while communicating with others. This also helps in facing challenges, creates opportunities, overcome failure, and helps in making decisions. Adaptability. Sociable people can adjust to different social settings, cultures, and group dynamics effectively. It means that sociable people are good at fitting in and interacting with others, no matter the situation. They can understand and adapt to different social environments, cultural norms, and how different groups behave, which helps them connect with a wide range of people easily. The four main areas of adaptability are cognitive, where humans learn, make strategies, and plan. The second is emotional, where humans can recognize, understand, and manage their emotions and adjust them appropriately in different situations. It also involves responding calmly and effectively to change, stress, or unexpected events without becoming overwhelmed or stuck in negative feelings. The third is social, where humans adjust their behavior, communication style, and attitude to fit different social situations, people, and group dynamics. In simple terms, it means being flexible and comfortable when interacting with different kinds of people, whether you are in a new group, culture, or environment. It helps you build relationships and work well with others, even in unfamiliar or changing social settings. The last one is behavioral, where humans are able to change their actions or behave to suit different situations, environments, or challenges. In simple words, it means being flexible in how you act, like adjusting your habits, responses, or ways of doing things so you can handle change, solve problems, and succeed in new or unexpected situations. Factors influencing sociability. Biological factor. Genetics and brain chemistry may influence personality traits related to sociability, such as extroversion and temperament. This argument means that a person's sociability, how outgoing or social they are, can be partly influenced by their biology. In other words, genes and brain chemistry may play a role in shaping personality traits like extroversion, being outgoing, and temperament, natural emotional tendencies. So, some people may naturally be more social than others because of how they were born, not just because of their environment or experiences. Cultural and social. Cultural norms dictate acceptable social behavior. Collectivist culture, for instance, may promote sociability more than individualist culture. This argument means that different cultures have different rules about how people should behave socially. For example, in collectivist culture, like many in Asia or Latin America, people are encouraged to be more social, cooperative, and group focused. In contrast, individualist culture, like the US or many Western countries, often value independence and personal space, which might lead to less emphasis on being socially outgoing. So, culture can shape how sociable people are expected or encouraged to be. Family and upbringing. Early interactions within the family shape social habits. Supportive, communicative family environments often encourage sociability. This argument means that a person's early family life plays a big role in shaping how social they become. When children grow up in supportive families, talk openly, and encourage interaction, they are more likely to develop strong social skills and feel comfortable around others. In short, positive early family experiences help children become more sociable later in life. Education and environment. Schooling and peer interaction play a major role in developing social skills. Educational settings provide platforms for collaboration and expression. This argument means that a person's education and surroundings help shape their sociability. In schools, students interact with teachers and classmates, which helps them learn how to communicate, work together, and express themselves. These everyday social experiences in educational settings play a big role in building social confidence and skills. So, the more positive and interactive the environment, the more it helps a person become sociable. Technology and media. Social media enhances sociability by connecting people, but it may also hinder face to face communication skills if overused. This argument means that technology and media affect how people interact socially. On one hand, social media helps people stay connected, make new friends, and share ideas, which can boost sociability. On the other hand, too much reliance on online communication might reduce a person's ability to interact confidently in real life face to face situations. So, while technology can improve sociability, overusing it may weaken real world social skills. Importance of sociability, mental and emotional health. Social connections can reduce stress, anxiety, and depression, promoting a sense of belonging and emotional support. This argument explains that sociability, being able to form and maintain social connections, is important for mental and emotional well being. When people have strong social relationships, they feel supported, understood, and less alone. This emotional support can lower stress, reduce feelings of anxiety and depression, and help people feel a sense of belonging. In short, being social and staying connected to others is good for your mental health. Personal relationship. It is a key to building and maintaining healthy friendships, romantic relationships, and familial bonds. This argument means that sociability plays a crucial role in forming and keeping strong personal relationships. Being friendly, open, and able to communicate well helps people build trust and connection with others, whether it is with friends, romantic partners, or family members. Sociability helps create healthy, lasting bonds based on understanding and mutual support. In simple terms, being sociable is essential for having close, meaningful relationships. Professional success. Sociable individuals often excel in networking, leadership, conflict resolution, and teamwork. This argument means that being sociable can help a person succeed in their career. People who are friendly and good at communicating often do well in networking, making useful connections, leadership, inspiring and guiding others, resolving conflicts, and working in teams. These skills are highly valued in most workplaces. In short, sociability helps people build strong professional relationships and perform better at work, community, and society. Sociability strengthens community ties and promotes civic engagement, cooperation, and social cohesion. This argument means that sociability helps build stronger, more connected communities and societies. When people are friendly, cooperative, and interact with others, they are more likely to get involved in community activities, work together to solve problems, and support one another. This leads to greater trust, unity, and a sense of belonging among community members. In simple terms, sociable people help create a more caring and connected society. Sociability versus extroversion. Extraversion is a broader personality trait that includes sociability but also encompasses traits like assertiveness, activity, and excitement seeking. Sociability, on the other hand, focuses specifically on the enjoyment of social interaction and the ability to connect with others. While often associated with extroversion, sociability is not limited to extroverts. Introverts can also be sociable, but may prefer smaller groups or need time alone to recharge after social interactions. Sociability is more about the quality of interaction than quantity. This argument explains the difference between sociability and extroversion. Extraversion is a broad personality trait that includes being sociable but also involves other traits like being outgoing, energetic, assertive, and seeking excitement. Sociability, in contrast, is specifically about enjoying social interactions and being able to connect with others, regardless of how outgoing someone is. The key point is that you don't have to be an extrovert to be social. Even introverts can be sociable. They may enjoy deep conversations or small group settings, but still need alone time to recharge. In short, sociability is more about the quality of social connections, not how many interactions someone has. Thank you for watching Zen CSS Prep Smart.